Welcome back, league mates and listeners. This is the Pigskin Pals podcast, and this episode is going to be Score or Snore. We're going to be looking at a couple players, and we're going to be projecting if they're going to be scoring a touchdown in Week 6 of the NFL. So let's get stuck right into it. All right, here it is. Score or Snore, brought to you by Snorlax. He would be the 101 in my football draft. Like defense lineman. I mean, he would be kind of Chris Jones out there sleeping on the goal line.
That was crazy from Chris Jones. That was genuinely insane. Just standing there doing nothing. That was nuts.
But AJ and I each picked a couple players. You can go to the first one. I picked for the first one, Tetaroa McMillan. So correct me if I'm wrong, but he has one touchdown on the year, I believe.
I think that's correct. Yep,
and
that sounds right.
He is going to be playing the Cowboys this week. A juicy matchup.
Absolutely.
I'm saying he actually finally gets into the end zone for the first time. He doesn't have a score on the season yet, but I think it's going to happen this week. It feels like it's coming.
Yeah, I think I agree. Wish I could say that I think the Cowboys defense is getting better, but I unfortunately believe they just played the New York Jets last week, and the Jets offense is not that great. At least passing offense is not that great.
Yeah.
So they didn't get exposed like they normally do. Whereas I think they might get exposed once again this week.
I think it's the only thing that's missing from him is just enough red zone attempts. And with going against the Cowboys offense or Cowboys defense and offense, I guess, they're going to be having to score some points. And the Cowboys will give them some attempts in the red zone. So we agree on that one.
Absolutely.
Let's see who we have next.
This is it, baby. This guy scores touchdowns. Do you believe that Emeka Egbuka will score again in Week 6? 6 weeks in a row.
He has 5 touchdowns on the season through 5 weeks. Will he make it 6 for 6 playing against San Francisco? Middling matchup.
This is a tough one.
Potentially no Bucky again.
Yeah.
I wish we knew that news.
I'll go if you want to think about it.
I have my initial answer.
Okay, great. Love it. Let's hear it.
I'm going to say no. Just playing the game of regression and statistics. Like, you can't score a touchdown on every single week. Yeah. Not saying I'm going to sit him because he's still going to put up a shit ton of yards and receptions. So just no touchdown.
Yeah, I think I agree. It's bound to happen at some point, and I think this is a good week for it to happen. I think, like you said, he's not going to be a bad fantasy play. Like, he's still, I think he might be like 4th in total in receiving yards still in the NFL right now, something similar to that. I know everyone's like, he's like a touchdown merchant. It's the only reason he's good. Sell him. I'm like, he's got
445
a lot of yards. Like, so I'm nervous that he won't get in the end zone as a Egbuka owner in a lot of areas, but I still think he'll have an okay week. I just don't see it happening through scores.
Is he gonna be the 4th wide receiver that you have to complete for your Thanos gauntlet on your dynasty team?
I don't have anything left to give for those guys. I don't have anything left. I think Puka, CD, and Jettas that's good enough for now. I'll wait till I get some assets again. Holy. But looks like we're on the same train again. We're going no. Let's see if that continues.
And this one of your other favorite players, Quinshon Judkins, he is playing the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. Not a great matchup on paper. He has 2 touchdowns so far since really like week 3, he's been really involved. So he has like scored 2 of the 3 times he's been playing. And will he get one against Pittsburgh away?
It's just tough. I mean, we know that he's going to get his. He'll have 80 to 100 yards. Like, that's just the facts. He gets the ball so much. He's a crazy good runner. He's powerful. Unfortunately, he got his touchdown last week stolen from a stupid tight end rollout. That shit pisses me off all of the time from the 1 yard line. I do think he gets in the end zone. I think this will be a ground and pound game from the Browns. Their passing attack hasn't been great. And I could see Judkins ripping a reasonably long touchdown here, like a 40-yard, 30-yarder, and getting in the end zone.
I don't think that's what's going to happen. He doesn't look that fast on the field when I watch him.
Dude, he just I know it got called back for holding, so like don't quote me on this. I mean you quote me on it. It did happen.
Chugging.
It was like a 60-yard touchdown. He got called back on holding.
Oh, I was thinking of just the long one that he ripped off. I really think this one's like a 50-50.
100%.
I'm going to say no, though, because saying yes means you have to buy in on this Browns offense. And Dylan Gabriel has been impressive, I guess, like from what I expected him to be. Like, never would have thought he would have done, like the Browns would have been in contention to win against the Vikings.
Yeah.
But it's also a divisional game this time.
True.
I expect it just to be so low scoring that I'm not going to be betting on a player scoring a touchdown in a low scoring game.
That's not a bad take. I just think he's such is such a hard runner. Once he gets later in the game, he's so hard to people don't want to tackle him anymore is what I've seen. Like he is just like ruthless. And I think if this is how the game goes, if there's running, and it's like a physical game, that's where he gets it. Is like everyone's just tired and they're sick of tackling this guy, and he just runs through him. That's my thought process. That's how I think he'll be most weeks. I'm not saying he's going to score most weeks, but that's just the type of player he is.
That was our first difference.
Yep, first difference. Next we got Bill. Bill, who just kind of had his breakout game. Yeah, he's had his first real, true breakout game. I think he has 4 touchdowns on the season. Do you think he's going to score? Side note, do you think he's going to start taking a lion's share of these opportunities with the Commanders?
He really should. I'm just checked too. I'm so surprised his snap count or snap percentage was only at 47 last week still. Yep. Like he's still in the red, but he had a monster game, only 14 rushing attempts. This is gonna be a fun game too against the Bears. Remember what happened last year with the Hail Mary? That's the 1 and the 2 pick.
That's true.
I'm actually just gonna say no, he's not gonna score because I think this game's gonna be more about the quarterbacks. And I'll just say it that way. But it is a good matchup. So
yeah, it's a good matchup. It's a juice matchup. It's one you'd want to say, oh yeah, he's getting in the end zone. I'm still scared about the 3-headed. I guess it's more 2-headed attack at this point. I don't think. I think it's McNichols. Maybe he's the one not getting in. One of the two, Rodriguez and McNichols, aren't getting as many carries now. But there's just too many mouths feeding that backfield right now. Until I'm proven otherwise that he's going to be the guy, I would not bet on him for a touchdown. And I think you're right. I think this is going to be a quarterback-driven game. And Jane Daniels, if he's feeling healthy, can take some of those goal line carries as well, which lowers those odds too.
Yeah, you always have a couple carries too and touches for Debo in the backfield.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Looks like McLaurin might be back, so they're not going to be as reliant possibly on Bill. Bill. So
we both say, sorry, Bill, not to do. Ooh.
Yeah. So I threw AJ Brown in there.
No.
He's not even going to catch the ball.
I mean, I don't know. I know he's due. It really feels like he's due.
He is due. Great matchup.
Cannot see it right now.
You know, would you believe me if I told you he had 1 target week 1, but then he had 8 targets, 10 targets, 9 targets, 8 targets.
Sounds like a quarterback diff.
So that sounds like a shit ton of targets.
No, I mean, I get it. It's a lot of targets. I don't know. Maybe they're going to start trying to get him going because everyone's saying things about this passing attack. I just don't. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't trust AJ Brown right now. I think I am having a hard time playing him. If I own him, I don't, because why would I want that? But I don't think he scores. I don't.
I thought about doing something crazy in our DFS matchup this week. I was going to play Devonta and AJ. I think I'm going to go narrative. I'm going to go narrative street for this one. And I'm just going to say he is scoring a touchdown because I envision the Eagles beating the shit out of the Giants, and this could just be like a stat padding week, and they try to make their receivers happy, and they're going to give them the ball in the red zone.
That's not a bad narrative to take, honestly. I think. Do we know anything about Saquon? He was on the injury report, so I'll say if Saquon doesn't play, AJ Brown gets in the end zone. If Saquon is healthy, AJ Brown does not get in the end zone.
He was estimated as limited today, but
he'll probably be
injury. Fine. So if it is just a cakewalk, maybe they do sit him also.
Yeah,
and it's an estimated limited. No one knows, so maybe it's another DNP.
I think I'm going to stick with my no, but you're turning me a little bit. I could see a touchdown happening. I could. A tentative no is what I am now instead of a hard no. JK Dobbins, I think he's scoring this week. Come on now.
I do know you think that you're playing him in DFS against me. I'm going to say no just because I don't want it to happen. I just traded him away.
That's so funny.
I want more touches for RJ Harvey to happen. Like, I don't want to
You want this to be the
feel
week
like an
that RJ
idiot.
Harvey steps in and is like the
Yeah.
guy, and you're like, yeah, look at me, I made that trade right at the right time.
It's not going to happen for a minute, though. His upcoming schedule is so juicy.
So nice. Yep.
And yeah, he's going to score.
This Jets team,
whatever.
there's a reason they're 0-5. Their defense isn't good. They get beat through the air and on the ground. I expect the Broncos to score quite a few points this week.
Dobbins might score twice, actually. He might be the one that I'm the most confident about scoring multiple.
Honestly, 100% true. For people we've said so far, definitely the most confident to score more than one. That is the facts. So easy pickings there, it seems like. I know you didn't want it, but you got it.
I saw you throw him in there, and I was sad.
You're like,
and I thought this one was hilarious.
It's
Darren
so
Waller,
good.
He has been an absolute freak for fantasy since he came back from whatever ramp-up period he had. I don't know why he had such a hard ramp-up.
We got to put his song on in the background right now. You know that one he listened to with John Gruden? You got to throw that in post.
Well, I was going to say, too, teams just have to start ramping players up more.
Yeah, that's what happens,
who's
dude?
Busting right now? Jameson Williams? Give him on the ramp-up period.
Get him on the ramp-up program, dude.
And so he has scored 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks. He just looks like the go-to red zone option right now.
Yeah, that 100% is the case. He does
playing with confidence against the Chargers. Hard matchup. I'll say this is the week that he doesn't.
Yeah, see, the Chargers are in shambles right now. Dolphins, although they're not particularly happy, obviously they just lost to the Panthers. Their offense has looked okay, and if they can get in the red zone, I think he could get one. So this is a tough thing for me to say here. I'm going to go with no. I think it's possible. I do. But I could see this being the Dolphins lose to a struggling Chargers team and Mike McDaniels gets fired right after the game, basically. Ooh. One of those things. That's what I could see happening this game. And if Darren Waller scoring touchdowns, I don't see that happening. So I'd say no.
Man, well, okay. Sounds like actually Darren Waller is going to score a touchdown because if Mike McDaniels' job is on the line, he's going to be getting the ball to Darren Waller in the red zone.
Hey, that's true.
Save my job, please.
Save my job, Darren.
I also think, too, Derwin James, probably one of the best matchups against tight ends, and I'll take one of the best defenders.
It's fair.
Against
I don't hate it.
Waller.
Absolutely. And moving on to what I believe is our last one here. Georgie Porgy, my boy. He's been on a TD spree a little bit here since he's been the wide receiver 1 for the Cowboys. Cowboys offense has looked pretty good past 2 games. They don't have a particularly hard matchup here. What do you think?
So yeah, he has 5 in 5 weeks. And I would previously with Egbuka, I was like, I'm going to go with the stats and say he's not going to get in there. This one, I think if the Cowboys want to win, he needs to get a touchdown. Him or Javonte are going to be scoring. They're the red zone options. So I'm saying, yes, George Pickens is scoring this game. Again, I saw a stat, his red zone targets or something. I think he lapped them in week 2 or 3 than what he was getting in Pittsburgh away. And
it's because Pittsburgh was never in the red zone, I feel like. They were always kicking field goals, 50-yard field goals with Bozzy, dude.
So, yeah, I think the connection, we see it blossoming right before our eyes, and that trust it's gonna continue. Yeah,
I think I agree. Ferg also had 2 touchdowns last week. That's not the norm for Mr. Ferguson. He hadn't scored in a while before the Packer game. So I think George probably gets in. I think Javonte gets in. I will say I'm not super confident in this one. I could see this being a down game for the passing attack and maybe more of a Javonte boom week, just because I think Carolina's a little bit better against the pass, but we shall see. I still say Pickens gets in. If a receiver scores, if a pass catcher scores, it'll be Pickens.
Not your boy.
Flournoy, no, not Flournoy. Flournoy, he'll get us there. He'll get us to the red zone. Georgie Porgy will finish it off, baby. But that's it. That was Score or Snore. Dane, how do you feel?
I'm curious. We should definitely circle back next week and see.
We should.
How far off we are. I feel like it's just going to be we miss every single one.
Oh, yeah. Because this is I like this because it's just pure speculation. There's no, matchup's pretty good. Yeah, let's get it. Oh, Narrative Street. AJ Brown hasn't scored touchdowns and we're playing shitty Giants. Could be a week to feed him the ball.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to submit an underdog player prop parlay with these picks.
With your answers to this?
I'm going to do one with everything that we said, and then I'm going to do one the opposite of everything I said. So.
Unfortunately, that never works either because one or two of yours will hit so that you won't get there. But that was it, baby. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, join our thing for next week. I think this goes out in time where people can do it. Maybe. If not, get wrecked. You can't join anymore. No DFS for you.
Look forward to week 7 then.
Yeah. Do it next week. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
See ya.